be starting with the outlines for my fantasy trilogy. There's 3 books. The first one is coming out on the 20th of March, and I'm going to show you. So this is the outline for my first book. Basically, I wrote the months of the, I don't know if you can see it because it's the other way around, but I wrote the months of the year, and then I basically wrote what happened depending on the month. So like I basically just made everything else, surround that. That second book, right, the outline is more like this. So basically, I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. It's not really a sneak peek, it's basically what happens. There's gonna be a war in the second book, and I knew the main plot was the war, so I was like, I have to build everything around that. So I basically divided it in like the beginning. The first part is the beginning, the second part is the war, and then the third part is how the war ends. And I basically kind of explain what happens in each little part, and then I'm gonna show you the outline that I did for my third book of the trilogy. So for this one, I imagined it like if it was a play, right? And I basically divided it in acts. So I was like in Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5. Because you can tell all of them are different, and I love that from outlining because I just write depending on what the book is. So for example, I'm working on this project. The like timeline or the outline for that is basically just this, and it's basically what happens right at the beginning, and then the story is basically going back and forth, not even back and forth, it's going back a few days or like X amount of time from the actual thing that happens at the beginning. And so basically I just have written down the different like time jumps depending on the character, and that's it. Like that is the outline, and I'm loving that. And then for the other book that I'm working on, that is a literary fiction romance, I have 1,000 different projects going on, guys. I think that's every writer. If you do, please let me know. So for this literary fiction, the what's it called, I've been talking about this, the outline is like this, and I basically did a line. Like I knew how I wanted to end and like start and end, so I basically kind of like made a line in between the beginning and the ending, and I'm just marking, okay, this is the point where this happens, this is the point where it happens, kind of like in chronological order. And I'm also loving that. You can just outline depending on the book and the genre and how you're feeling, and I love that.